With a man.
Mm-hmm.
Happy.
Do you know this man? Who is he?
He's my husband.
He's your husband? Uh-huh. What did you call him in that life?
Alec.
Alec. Alec? Very good. So I want you to go forward and step towards Alec there. I want you to hold his hand so that you can feel his energy and look into those eyes now. And as you look into those eyes, you can travel straight to the soul, and it will just be instantaneous. Does he remind you of anybody today? Who is he? Is he not in your life today?
I think he's my son.
Mm-hmm. Very good. And have a look around. You say that there were 4 people in that cottage there. So we found Alex now, who is your son. So who else is in that house? Are they children, or are they
two girls?
2 girls?
Children.
2 girls. Mm-hmm. And these children, do they belong to you?
I think so, yes.
Yeah. So let's go towards those girls. What did you call those girls in that life?
Rosie?
Rosie. How wonderful. Yeah. How old's Rosie?
4.
She's 4. And the other one, what did you call her?
Charlotte.
Charlotte. Uh-huh. How old is Charlotte?
10.
10. Mm-hmm. Connect with Rosie now. See yourself, feel yourself stroking her hair, connecting with her energy, looking into her eyes. And you'll just know whether you had lives with her before or whether she's in this one. Just telepathically communicate, as the eyes are the windows to the soul. Does she remind you of anybody?
I think we've always been together.
You've always been together. Mm-hmm. So is she a fractal of your soul?
Yes.
Yes, you're connected. Okay. Down. And what about Charlotte? Connect with Charlotte. Feel her energy, look into those eyes, those loving eyes there. And as you go down deep into that soul and connect, who does she remind you of?
My mum.
She's your mum. Uh-huh.
Gentle soul.
She's a gentle soul. Very good. So now I want you to tell me now. Savannah, I want you to make a note of the country that you're in. And as I say that, it'll be the first country that comes to mind. So what country are you in there?
England.
You're in England. Uh-huh. And as I tap you on the forehead after 3, 2, 1, you'll see the number. So when you're ready, 3, 2, and 1. What year is it, please?
1746.
1746. So you're living in this cottage and you're preparing that wonderful celebration. So what kind of celebration is it? Is it a birthday? A wedding? What kind of celebration is it?
It's the end of summer feast.
Oh, it's the end of summer feast. Mm-hmm. Very good. Mm-hmm. And are you inviting others there? Or is it just for your family?
It's we're farmers and
Your farmers?
everybody's coming for a party.
How wonderful. Mm-hmm. So what I want to do now that we've got that information, I want to close that scene and I want to go to the last day of that life so that we can evaluate that life and note all your achievements. So when you're ready, just go drifting, floating forward, closing that scene, knowing that you're just travelling now very slowly, very steadily, all the way to the last day of that life. 3, 2, 1. Be there now. How old are you now, Savannah? How old do you feel?
56.
56. So are you dying of old age or are you ill? Just feel the energy in your body. Emotionally, how do you feel?
Drained.
Drained. And I want you to sense the room around you or the place where you're at. Describe it to me. Are you inside or outside?
I'm inside.
You're inside. Do you feel that you're alone at this time? Or do you sense that there are others with you? Just feel that story coming now. Are you?
It's cold.
It's cold. Do you feel alone?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So knowing that you're more than the body now, what I want you to do is I want you to take a nice deep breath in, and as you breathe out, just step away from that body now, knowing that your soul is far bigger than that body. And I want you to raise your soul just about 3 foot above the body so that we can continue and evaluate that life. So as the soul that you are, do you still feel drained or do you feel different? How do you feel now you're out of the body?
Sad.
So why are you sad? Did you not want to leave?
You know, it's a hard life.
Hard life? So now that you're out of the body, we can evaluate that life. What was the contract that you made when you came into that life? What was your purpose there? What was the reason for you choosing that life? Was it to be with family or to feed or to feel how hard it was? Do you think you fulfilled your purpose in that life?
No.
No. You'll have the opportunity to do that again. All those challenges and experiences, but for now you've left the body and you're the soul. I want you to look around and see if someone's come to collect you to take you back home, or whether you travel alone. Look around. Do you sense whether there's anybody or something there, or do you travel on your own? Feel it getting stronger and stronger. And tell me, what do you do when you come out of the body? I want you to call on someone to come to collect you from spirit. Make that intention now. Just calling on that energy now. They'll hear this call like a telephone call. They'll be bringing down now, yeah. Coming down. as I talk, the image will get closer, stronger, closer, stronger. What has come to take you back to spirit there? What do you see or sense? Do you not want to go to spirit? Connect with your feelings and tell me, why are you restricting going back up to spirit? What's happening with your thoughts?
Try again.
You want to try again, but in order to try again, you need to just go up and have some rest and prepare yourself for your next challenge. So you need to go back to spirit to be able to organise that contract, prepare yourself for your next move. So are you ready to move back up to spirit now?
Yes.
To find your challenge? So call on someone to collect you now. Just send out that thought that you're ready to be collected, and as I talk to you, the images in front of you will get stronger and stronger and tell me what has come to collect you to take you back to spirit. Do you sense anything around you?
My soulmate.
Your soulmate, Look at your soulmate. Describe him to me. What does he look like?
He was my husband in this life.
Husband in this life. I want you to connect with his energy now. So step forward. Just feel yourself stepping forward now. And I want you to completely immerse your soul energy in with his energy and just feel that energy that he provides for you, just enveloping you, connecting with your soul. How does it make you feel?
Loved.
Loved. Ask him, is he in your soul group?
Yes.
Yes, he's in your soul group. So I invite him now to take you back home to spirit so that you can choose another life. So let's go up, up, up now. Just drifting away from that life and that body, feeling lighter and lighter. And allow him to take you to the next place where you go after a life. Just feel yourself going up. And tell me, where does he take you? Just see the images in front of you now.
It's just nice.
So you're just drifting and floating together?
Yes. A garden.
A garden?
And flowers.
Garden and flowers. Is this for you to rest?
Just tranquil.
Tranquil.
Birds.
So as you're in this garden now, in this tranquil place, you know that you can telepathically communicate within the flick of a switch. So I want you to make an intention. I want you to make an intention now to call your mother forward. And as I speak, just feel her energy coming closer and closer to you, calling that mother energy now. Closer to you, knowing that you can connect with her, able to speak to me clearly. And does your mother come now?
Yes.
Yeah. And as you're there now, feeling all her love and her energy, what is the message from your mom?
It's okay.
It's okay. Uh-huh. Ask her, is she in your soul group?
Yes.
Uh-huh. How does she connect with you? Ask her, what is it she does to connect with you?
Robins
Connects through robins.
and feathers.
Robins and feathers.
Hasn't left.
She hasn't left.
She's with us all.
She's with you all. And that is a message that she needs to give to her family, that she's with you all. And what about the husband that's in your soul group? Is he still working with you all down here?
He helps a lot of people. He was taken to help a lot of people.
Oh, he was taken to help a lot of people. How does he help them? What does he do?
Puts them on the right road.
Puts them on the right road. I want him to come forward now, and I want you to feel his energy, because he's got a very important message for you. And I want you to feel his energy, knowing that you can communicate with him. What's his message to my client today about her life? What is he asking her?
He's sorry he had to leave.
Uh-huh. He's sorry he had to leave. But now she knows he's always with her. Is she to stay alone? Ask him.
She needs to make that choice.
Uh-huh. If she made that choice, because she's worried about being hurt, how does she protect herself? Ask him, he's your soulmate, he's your friend. He'll know how best to protect you. To pour in an indigo blue, and see that indigo blue soften all the muscles, fill it with vibrancy, knowing that you can express yourself clearly now that Alice has left. See that indigo blue now turn into a lovely ocean blue, neutralising all that area, allowing now for you to express yourself as we carry on our journey. And I'll tap you on the forehead and seal that in. So now, as I talk to you as a purple energy, I want you to get back to that time now as you're floating and drifting through time and space. And tell me about this realm that you're in. You said it was a spiritual realm. Is that right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And what is your purpose in this spiritual realm? Do you just drift and float around, or are you going somewhere or coming from somewhere? What's happening?
To help people.
To help people? Uh-huh. So do you sign, post people to help?
Yes.
Uh-huh. So these people, do they come to you or are they lost?
They come to me.
They come to you. Uh-huh. And are they people that have left this earth plane that come to you to be guided, or are there people just in that soul realm now coming to you to be guided?
People are lost.
People that are lost. Uh-huh. And tell me, that purpose that she has there, is it similar to the purpose of her work today, in her work environment? Does she signpost people in
All her life.
all her life? Is that one of her purposes, to be able to guide people in the right direction?
Yes.
Wonderful. Hmm. So what I want you to do now, I want you to close that scene, just as if you were flicking the switch of a remote control, and I want to go to another life. Another life of long, long ago. So just closing that scene now, drifting forward. I'm going to count from 3 to 1, and when I get to 1, you're going to be at that life. So when you're ready, 3, calling on that life now, that past life memory that's relevant to this life, so that we can find out what's going on. 2, getting closer and closer, and 1. So now I just want you to get your bearings and tell me, do you sense that you're male or you're female? Now that you can speak clearly.
Female.
You're female? And tell me, are you inside or outside? What does it feel like? Feel the energy around you. Do you feel that you're outside or inside?
Outside but inside, in a barn or something.
Outside but inside, in a barn. And in a moment I'm going to tap you on the forehead, and when I do, you're going to be able to give me your age. So when you're ready, 3, 2 and 1. How old are you there?
39.
You're 39. And what's your name? What do people call you in that life? Just hear it coming.
Savannah.
Savannah. Well, hello Savannah. Thank you for coming and sharing your story today. Savannah, I want you to connect with your body there and with that barn, and tell me, what are you doing in that barn? Are you playing or working, or what do you do in that barn?
We're preparing for a party.
Preparing for a party? Is this your party or is it someone else's?
It's a family party.
It's a family party. Very good. And do you have family yourself?
I'm not sure.
Well, let's go back from the barn. Walk away from the barn and see the house there. Describe the house to me. Is it a mud hut? Is it made of brick? Is it stone? What's it look like?
It's a little cottage.
And are there people in that cottage? Is that where you live?
Yes.
Go into that cottage. Just see yourself now drifting and floating towards that cottage, and as you push that door open and go in, do you sense that there are others in that cottage around you?
Yes.
So how many people are in that cottage?
It's 4.
There's 4. So describe these 4 people to me. What does she need to do?
It's a leap of faith.
It's a leap of faith. And if she was to be able to get connected with somebody down here, how would she know it would be the right person? Ask him. Is he going to help direct her to someone?
She's a good judge of character.
Oh, good judge. So she can do it herself.
He'll guide.
He'll guide. Yeah. So you see, you're not making all these decisions on your own, so you don't have to worry about them. He's just going to begin to start putting things in front of your path. Yeah. So I want you to thank your mum and your soulmate for being there. And just give them a big hug, knowing that they're always around you anyway. But we want to carry on with our journey. So I want you to close that scene. And as we close that scene, I want you now to move away from the soul realm, back into this room, and I want to connect with my client's inner self. Connect with the inner self now. I want partly inner self to talk on behalf of my client, your higher self, your subconscious mind. So I'm asking you to take a nice deep breath and step away from the body. So breathe in and step away. And I call your inner self forward. Inner self, are you male or female or neither? What energy do you feel?
A higher level.
You're a higher level. So you're a higher level of energy. So is this the first life that you're having with my client? Or have you had many?
Yes.
You've had many. So as a higher being, what is it that you're working with my client today? What kind of things do you help her with?
Working with people.
Working with people. And tell me, is it you that directed her to her job now, where she's working with people? Or was it others?
Yes, I directed her.
You directed her. So, higher self, what I want to do now is I want to do a scan of the body. So I want you just to imagine that we're doing a scan from the top of the head all the way down to the bottom. So as we begin to work now and I get even closer, let's start at the top of the head and just feel yourself now scanning from the scalp going down into that forehead, around the back of the eyes, into the ears, all the way down the jaw to the throat. Now that we've cleared Alice out, just check, see if there's any imbalances or energy we can work with. And we're coming down the torso and into the heart area. Just feel the energy around there as we travel down the body, scanning very slowly into that tummy area, into the hips and the thighs, down the knees, all to the tips of the toes and back up. So higher self energy, is there anywhere in the body we can work today? Any energy we can release?
Throat.
The throat, So let's connect to the throat area. So as I connect with the throat area, higher self going there now. And as you're travelling through every vein, every muscle, every fibre of the body, you'll feel the energy there. What does this energy feel like? Is it light? Is it heavy? Is it dull? Is it mixed?
Heavy.
Heavy, And I want you to connect with that energy there, and as you connect with that energy, what is the reason that that heavy energy is in the throat area? Does it have a story to tell me today? What happened? Is it a past life memory? I'd like that energy to speak to me now. So I'm going to connect with that energy, and as all energy has a consciousness, I want it to be drawn up to the mouth so that we can have a voice today. So I'm going to bring this energy up, 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 up. Talk to me, energy. Are you stuck down there in the throat, or have you chosen to be there? How long have you been there in that throat energy?
A long time.
A long time. And tell me, did you have a life before? Or are you just energy?
Anger.
Just anger. I want you to see that anger, feel that anger. And tell me, where is this anger coming from? What happened? Feel that anger building and describe to me.
You absorb everybody's energy.
Oh, you absorb everybody's energy? And you're holding it in your throat? Yeah?
People tell me all their problems.
I see. So connecting with the higher self now. This is clearly something that's highlighted today so that we can release. But before we release all this anger and all these problems, how best can my client protect herself from absorbing the energy? What can she do to protect herself so the energy isn't absorbed into her body?
Don't feel so deep.
Don't feel so deep. So let's connect with that anger and that energy now. Just feel my hands going in there now. Higher self, I want you to travel with me and start pulling out all that anger. It's not even her baggage. Just get all that luggage of that anger, all those memories, and be thankful that she saved a lot of people and listened and was there and comforted them. But as my hand gets heavier and heavier with all those thoughts now, just pass it into my hand. Have I got all that, their energy now? Keep bringing it up into my hand. Have I got all that energy now? There's even more. I want to call on Goddess Isis now to come down, the Mother of Love, to be with us now, to comfort you and reassure you that this is the work that they want to achieve today, to release this negative energy so that it can be restored and replenished. And I also call on Archangel Michael to come down with his sword of light now. And I ask him to place his sword of light on the throat area now. And as he does, he activates that wonderful luminous blue sword of light, and just feel that energy now going into the throat area as I begin to draw out all the fragments of all that memory, all those thoughts that aren't even hers. Just feel that energy like a big energy ball now, and place it on Archangel Michael's sword. Have you done that?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to work with Archangel Michael now as he bids you a farewell. I'm going to take that energy and allow him to offer it up to the universe to be restored. And as Goddess Isis is here, I want her to pour in now love. I want you to feel that love energy from your soul mate there. Just feel him working with you now. He's come to help and to guide you, and I want him to pour in now all his love and his energy into this throat area. Just feel how relaxed, how comforted you are, knowing that he's working with you. Feel all that love and energy that is never going to leave you now, getting stronger and stronger, preparing you to move forward. And I'm going to tap you on the forehead and seal that in. Have a look around the body by yourself and tell me, is there anywhere else we can work today? In the body, or shall I get to the questions? Take a look in our ears. Let's connect with those ears. By yourself, go into these ears. Tell me what's going on there. Are they balanced?
No.
No. Is this a symbolic that she's not listening to some things?
Yes.
Yeah. So tell her, what is it that she needs to know? What is it that she needs to listen to?
She knows.
She knows?
She turns her back on it. She doesn't listen.
She turns her back. She turns her back on what? The connection to spirit?
To people around her.
To people around her?
She doesn't listen to spirit.
She doesn't listen to spirit? Is this because she's frightened? Does she fear something? What is it that prevents her from listening?
A lot has happened.
A lot has happened.
Fear of the unknown.
Fear of the unknown. Where does she keep the fear of the unknown thought in her body? Just
In her head.
In her head. So I want to connect with the head now. Higher self, I want you to go in there, in that file now, in that subconscious mind. Travelling now, knowing that you know exactly where that file is. And I want you to pick that file up now. See yourself drawing it towards me, into my hand. Place that file into my hand. Have I got that now? Let's place that up with spirit. I want to call on Archangel Raphael now to come on that spiritual ray, that green emerald ray, and I want him to pour all his love into this mind, to soften the mind, to relax the mind, to open the mind, so that she can see things differently, so that she's confident. And I want her now to begin to activate that pineal gland. Just see Archangel Raphael now, going right into the pineal gland now, turning it up, 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 up. Just see it spinning now, activating, getting brighter, brighter, faster, faster. And look how easy it is for her to communicate now and connect with spirit. Thank you. So have we finished with the body today? Or do we get to the questions? Or just have a look around and tell me if there's anything else? No. So we're going to get to the questions now. What is the purpose of her life today? What's the contract that she chose?
Understand suffering.
Understand suffering. Has she accomplished understanding suffering?
Not yet.
Not yet. Well, what I'd like your higher self is to work with her in her dream state, so that she understands suffering without taking on the energy, the negative energy that comes with that. So in her dream state, higher self, will you build those boundaries for her and give her those messages in her dreams?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. So her purpose, is it related to loss?
Yes.
Well, she's lost quite a lot in this life. I would say that she's finished that challenge, wouldn't you?
She's closed her mind to it.
She's closed her mind to it. Is that good or is that bad?
It's good.
It's good. Good, so she's working forward. Very good. So your previous lives, how does it relate to this life? How do they relate to this life?
There's
natural progression. And how can she move forward in this life now? Because she's had a lot of bad phases. She's always waiting for the next bad thing to happen. So higher self, what do you want to tell her?
To trust.
I want to talk about her sister now. Was she in a previous life with her?
Always.
Always? Was she her mother at one stage?
She wasn't my mother.
Were you her mother?
Yes.
Very good. So, my client wants to know how her life will pan out going forward. What have you got to say for her?
It's what she makes of it.
So it's her mindset.
Yes.
So are you working, higher self, are you working with her on her mindset?
Yes.
So what's the purpose of her to be working in a zoo? How did that happen? Did you help her with that?
It was to help her cope.
It was to help her cope. Very good.
She wasn't coping.
Ah, so you put her in a tranquil place surrounded by animals for the energy?
And people.
And people.
Really good for her.
That are good for her. Very good. And tell me about her dogs that are in this life. Are they connected to her from past lives or her group? How do they relate?
Spiritually.
Oh, they. So, as she's not been listening
Yes.
to you, they've been connecting through her dogs.
Yes.
So, you get there in the end. So, why was she not able to be with her mum when she passed? What was going on there?
She'd already gone
She'd already gone
a few days before.
a few days before. Yeah, but she knows that her mother is always connecting with her and her husband. Yeah. Tell me about Mark.
They're tied together.
They'll
Always be together.
They'll always be together. But he said, you know, he's had his contract and he's completed his life and he was needed up there. I want him to come down and I want to work with him now. And I want him to connect with your mind and give him the message that will help you move forward. So just feel his energy coming closer and closer to you now. Connecting with his mind. What message does he give you to help you move forward? What does he say to you?
He's given me permission to be happy. Deserve to be loved.
She deserves to be loved. Permission to be happy and deserve to be loved. Thank you very much for that message. That's a really important message. But now we've come to the end of our session. So I thank the higher self for working with me. So what I'd like to do now is, I'd like to thank the higher self for working with us today, but I want you to step back and allow my client to come back into her body. And I want her to feel herself coming back down into that body, into this room. That's right. Feeling her circulation going nice and steady and respecting the journey, knowing that she's had an amazing journey. Your eyelids getting lighter and lighter, and when you're ready, open your eyes and come back to the room. Wow, lots of loving messages there. How do you feel? Okay. You got some special messages there, didn't you? Just rest and take it all in. Just allow it to soak into your body. So Spirit had been trying to talk to you for some time. When we did the body scan, you didn't tell me about the ears, but I could feel something going on in your ears. It's because you weren't listening to them. That's why the dogs are there. Slippery suckers, they'll get through somehow. Yeah? Do you feel that was okay?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. It all makes sense.